The whole collective is going through a massive purge. But today's video, I'm going to be precisely going within divine masculines and how the purging that is taking place, how it's affecting us, and what we need to do to learn how to embrace our darkness without it controlling us by healing our masculine side. Please know, this is not just for men. This is for anyone who has the divine masculine energy just like me inside. And if you watch this video to the very end, you will understand the importance of how to use your darkness with your divinity, pure alignment, where you can be the whole being that you truly are, with love, and understanding your wounds with no shame. So let's get into it. What is up, you beautiful beings? Welcome, you divine masculines. If you're watching this video, you're watching it with no coincidence. You're here for a reason. But even divine feminines, if you are here as well, just know you are loved dearly. But we're going to get in depth in understanding where the divine masculines are right now, what we need to do, and where are we headed in the immediate and distant future. But other than that, you beautiful beings, welcome to Embracing the Ascension series. My name is Brittny Fontanez, and on this channel I speak about spirituality, emotional awareness, and esoteric content. All that good cosmic wisdom to simplify your spiritual journey. So if you enjoy content just like this, make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to hit that notification button so you won't miss out on any videos. And lastly, follow me on Instagram as I post daily for your embetterment and upliftment for your spiritual journey. But other than that, you beautiful beings, I'm hoping everyone is doing okay. I know the whole collective is going through a massive purge. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I highly suggest you do. I share with you my experiences, dreams that I have, energy updates, all of that good information you need to understand where you are energetically each and every day. But other than that, I want to get in depth in understanding that right now, divine masculines are in a place where our shadows, I'm even going through this right now, our shadows are really taking a toll, really expressing themselves to the point that the ego may be overriding, and temptation is even at an all-time high right now. And what I mean by temptations is that your old habits, your old beliefs, the wounds you haven't healed, the anger that still resides within you that you keep avoiding, that is what I'm talking about. But divine masculines, please understand that, again, if you're a woman, just know this is not just for men, it's energy. Masculine and feminine are energies, they are not genders. But divine masculine, please understand, divine feminine has already been through this process of hugely awakening and ascending during their spiritual journey. So they're more elevated and they are going to be the leaders throughout this whole new era for this new earth. But us, we are going to stand behind them. And as a divine masculine, we are the protectors, we are the light, we are the leaders. Well, I wouldn't say the light. I would say divine feminines are the light. We are the leaders. We are the guides within that light to lead everyone out their darkness. But here's the thing, divine masculines. Before we can be the leader and be guided by the light, we have to embrace our darkness. And please understand, we have lived in a system has been ruled by toxic masculine energy. Please understand that we haven't been given good role models, even from our own fathers. If this doesn't resonate with you, please take it as it is or discard it. But for those of you who do resonate with what I'm about to say, is that you probably didn't have a good father figure. And even through society, through music videos, through entertainment, through news, you've probably seen the worst of toxic masculinity. And because of this, we have separated ourselves from God, which is the ego, which is edging God out. So we have been really, excuse me guys, there's construction outside, so excuse the noise. But we have really allowed ourselves to separate ourselves from God to the point we have lived in that darkness and contained the beast. But divine masculines, what I want to share with you today is not about containing that beast. Because the beast, most people want to treat it as an animal. You keep it in the cage and you tease it and you feed it when you feel like it. No, divine masculines. That's your wounds. Your beast is not something to be terrified of, and your beast is not something to demonize. Please understand, we all have darkness and light within us. On the spiritual journey, it is not all about sunshine and rainbows like religion. Sorry to say. I'm not shunning on anyone's religion, just speaking the truth. But spirituality is all understanding that there is a heaven and hell, and there is no need to fear both sides of you that is of that light and that darkness. So understand that your darkness, your ego, which is of your mind, is really a beautiful tool, is really something to embrace, something to work with, something to honor. But the reason why we have been so lost in our thoughts, so lost in our ego, the identity of what we think who we must be, the reason why we've gotten lost is because we listen to outside sources rather than listening to our own inner resource. So what I want to share with you today, Divine Masculines, is understanding that the beast within you, that beautiful ego, it really could be illuminated. You can learn from it. The only reason why you have to contain that beast is because it's angry. It's sad. It's being avoided. And I know, Divine Masculines, right now is so hard to be vulnerable, because you feel so much rage, you feel so much anger, and you feel that is your energizer. Yes, it is your energizer when you use it in a divine manner. But when it's wounded, we're always pointing the finger. We're always blaming, and we're never taking accountability for the actions and the thoughts, the words and emotions. So please understand that your darkness is nothing to fear. It's a part of who you are. Now, how can you embrace that beautiful essence of yourself? By realizing, one, your past, those wounds may have kept you in the dark, but what are they trying to teach you? That's the most important thing a lot of people don't understand about the darkness. That's why we're scared of our dark side, is because we think it's pure evil, but really it teaches us the most valuable lessons that we have been avoiding. It teaches us, why are we angry? Where does that anger stem from? It teaches us, if we live in despair and sadness, what is that sadness and despair trying to teach us? If we live in that darkness to the point we feel so unworthy of life or good things, then why are you feeling unworthy? The only reason why we have to go in the darkness is because, think about it, when we have our bad moments, we learn our biggest lessons. Your ego is nothing to demonize. It's just wounded and trying to get your attention, like that inner child within you. I see the ego turn itself into the ego, but it's actually your inner child trying to get your attention through your ego, because you let it sit in that darkness for so long and it's trying to get out. Because your inner child is your illumination. It is your light. It's your joy. It's your fun. That's where your life force comes from, is that inner child. And that's why a lot of men nowadays take life so seriously, always want to beat the gun, always want to be right, always want to be in control, is because they've forgotten that inner child. They've forgotten the vulnerability. They've forgotten that they are love. They aren't a man. You are not a man. You are not just human. You are a beautiful divine essence that stems from the source of love and joy. And yes, of course, everything else, but you know that you are love as a divine being. So the ways that you can embrace your darkness is by going within that dark space, sitting, meditating, being still. When you feel like you want to stop meditating or being with yourself, or you feel like you have to go, if you don't allow yourself to slow down, you will never learn yourself. That's just the truth from my own experience. The way to really embrace your darkness is by allowing yourself to just be. Feel into your emotions. And that's the thing, as the masculines, we've been taught to forget our hearts and always be in our mind. And this is the reason why we're destroying this earth, is because we've forgotten the roots of our core, which is love, not control. So you embrace your darkness by taking responsibility for your pain. By sitting and meditating and going within and allowing your spirit, your heart, to guide you to that pain that's ready to be resolved, that's ready to be known. Because emotions, masculines, please understand, emotions are not something to fear or feared to feel. They're literally frequencies here to teach you a lesson. And then once you learn a lesson and let go of that anger or that pain from what you needed to learn from, then it could transmute itself and let itself go from your energy source. That's all it is. So embrace your darkness by realizing your wounds are not something to be scared of. Your inner demons and your shadows are nothing to be scared of. It's because they are here to show you who you really are. Now this is where we'll get into. How can you combine using your darkness with your divinity? Is by one, realizing that light and darkness coexist because we need both. Think about it. If we stand in the sun and there's no shadow, that doesn't make any sense. What will be the sun? What will be the point of the sun if it can't reflect the whole essence of who you are? So you use your darkness by embracing the fact that there are parts of you that are imperfect. There are parts of you that are not supposed to be perfect, because your imperfections coexist and make your perfections. You use your ego through your divine essence by one, being humble within your ego, and secondly, knowing who the hell you are. If you know who you are, you wouldn't be angry, you wouldn't be sad, you wouldn't let anything get to you. The only reason why we're angry, what did your parents say to you? What did you allow? How was your childhood? How are your relationships? How do you treat people? And how do you treat yourself? Those are things you need to contemplate, masculine, and there's nothing to fear. Right now, we're all being asked as divine masculines is to be focused. Transmute that anger, transmute that ego into something magnificent. The most beautiful art that's ever been created in this world, from painting, through music, through entertainment, through movies, has been made through transmuting anger, sadness, your wounds. Masculines, we're being asked to have faith in what we want, because what we want is the new being that we're stepping into, that we're meant to be. And we have to let go of what has driven us. And most of us have been driven from pain, have been driven from control, have been driven from what we've been told. Now is the time to take our power back, do our inner work, heal, and be focused on why we are doing what we're doing, being focused on why we want to heal, and also loving yourself so much to the point that you want to rise, you want to ascend, you want to be that version of yourself that God sees. So divine masculines, have no shame where you are, but stay focused. Do your shadow work, what I just explained, that shadow work. Keep a journal with you. But also, divine masculines, understand that you are being called to do this healing work because this is a test of your faith. This is a test of how dedicated are you to your healing, to yourself, to your mission. But mostly, you're being called to do all this work because you are going to be in a unionship. Maybe a one that's going to be reconciliated. Maybe a new one. But you're being tested right now to see how much do you really want to lead your own life? And how much do you really want to heal and let go? You've probably been asking a lot for new blessings, new way to be. But in order to allow those blessings in, you have to be serious to God, to the universe, whatever fits best for you. How much do you want to let go of the old? How much do you want to step into your divinity? And that requires being aware of your shadows, being aware of your wounds, and having no shame in healing them, and having no shame in your story. Right now, divine masculines, we're being tested to see how much are we letting go of our temptations, letting go of the old, letting go of our lower desires, our lust, in order to be focused on what we truly need to be focused on is how can I say this? Combining our feminine and our masculine together to be the whole essence of who we are. So masculines, don't be scared. It's a beautiful time right now. So much transition and transformations going on within each and every one of us, to the point that we're soon going to be stepping into leadership. And most of you probably have, but you're really understanding your purpose here, your mission here, and that is beautiful. So divine masculines, just know you are loved and you're doing a great job. Just keep it up. But if you are having troubles, divine masculines, or if you know a divine masculine who is wanting and needing assistance, I do have a 6-week program for healing the divine masculine. But I also do have a 6-week, 8-week, and 12-week program for embracing the beast within. It teaches you all about, I use different healing tools. I won't get too much up into it. But if you really want to know, my services to my link on my website will be in the description below. Go check it out right now and see what services you need. And I look forward to working with you one-on-one. But other than that, you beautiful beings, I will see you on the next one. With bliss and love, I adore all of you.